Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at how to implement using local storage automatically in React using custom hooks. So I've already prepared some React right here, and what this does, it basically you can write a comment in here, press add, and it's going to display right here. So bread, and now it says bread. The issue is if we press F5, then all of this will be forgotten. So we need to fix that, right? To do that, first of all, let's take a look at what we already got. So we got a state that contains our comments in an array. We got a ref to our input element, which is just used to read its current value. We got a button, as you already saw, that just basically executes a function called addComment that reads the current input element and sets the comment to every comment that was already there, plus the new one. And then we just map over all of our comments and create p tags containing the comments. So good so far. But what we want to do now is to automatically store every change to this useState hook into local storage. We could do this with like a complicated useEffect or something, but we want to keep most of the logic outside of our function, so we're going to use a custom hook. So this custom hook is going to be a new file called useLocalStorage.javascript. So to use it, we of course will need to export it. So export default function use local storage, and it's gonna have two values coming in. So the key, so under what key it will actually be visible in local storage, and a default value, which is just gonna be the value that it is assigned to when there's no value present in local storage. So now, because we actually want to persist data in React state as well, we're going to need to use useState. So value set value equals useState. For now, we'll leave this empty. You'll see soon why that is. So what we first of all need to do now though is import React from React and also import useState. And because we're going to use it real soon, useEffect. These are the two hooks we will need because they're going to be what our custom hook is basically wrapped around. So now we are already going to use this useEffect, and the useEffect is only going to be used once. So when the hook actually loads. So we're going to leave its dependency array empty. Now, what this hook will do is it's going to say const current equals window.localStorage.get key. So basically, we check what is currently in local storage and try to work on that. So if current, so if there's anything in local storage, then we can just say set value JSON.parse current. The JSON.parse part is necessary because we are actually not going to write pure JavaScript objects into local storage, but we're going to turn them into a JSON string before, just to enable better compatibility and prevent some errors. So else, so if the value actually didn't exist in local storage, then we are of course going to say window.localStorage.set. It's also get item in here and not get key default value. So basically, if no item exists with that key, then we're going to create a new one with that key with our default value. But also we'll of course need to set value our default value because, well, there is no value set, so we need to use our default value from now on. Also, we need to do JSON.stringify here, just in case. We could now return an array of value and set value, like a normal useState hook would do. But as you can see, there's no automation in here yet. So when we run set value, the actual local storage isn't updated. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to define a function. Let's use a function keyword for that, just for better understandability. function update update value, new value. And what this is going to do is it's going to say set value to new value. So it's basically a wrapper around set value, as you can see here. But it's going to do one more thing, which is basically this logic. So we're going to update the local storage item that's behind key, and this new value is going to be stringified version of new value. So now we're not going to actually return set value, we're going to return update value, which will call set value, but also update our local storage. This way, local storage is always in sync with our value. And if we now try to implement this into our actual app, so we're now not going to use state, but we're going to use local storage. Our key is messages, and our default value is test. If we now try to do this and open our browser, we should hopefully, okay, we get an error. I seem to have done something wrong. Okay, so the issue was that we actually need to put the default value into useState, because otherwise our app.js is actually gonna error out, because there's gonna be a real slight moment in time where comments is undefined, and you of course can't run the map function on comments. So there would be two ways to fix this. One of which would be comments.map, so basically saying if these don't exist, then that's not an issue. This way we probably wouldn't need to use the default value. As you can see here, it still works. Alternate way, of course, is to just set the default value here and prevent other people from causing errors. Both ways are acceptable. Just do one of them to prevent errors. But as you can see, we can now add a few comments here, reload, and everything works. So I hope this was helpful for you. It was a real good look into using custom hooks in React and also how the local storage in React actually works. Also, if you want to do some debugging, you can go into application, local storage, open this, and just remove the messages array to check if it still works when you removed it. As you can see, for us, it does. And yeah, have fun using local storage in React or session storage or whatever you want. And let me know what you're gonna do with this. Also, have a good day.